Hey guys, I'm Kirei Nosuki from the Total Drama Tumblr fandom, and me and a group of people are making our own Total Drama series. It's going to be called Total Drama Era Redux, and what we're going to do is we're going to have 16 different contestants on each team compete in era-based challenges. First off, I would like to thank everybody who submitted a character and our writers. Now that we have the first script done, we're now looking for voice actors. It's important if you want to be a voice actor, you have some way of being able to record your voice. That way we have it, and it has to be able to be transported into an MP3 file. And it also needs to be very clear so we can understand what the character is saying and that there's no mess ups in the audio track. So we're going to start first off with Cliff Adams. He's kind of like our Justin, but deep down, he's kind of a mix of Cody and Noah. He is our attractive Uber nerd. He's very not really aware of his surroundings. He doesn't understand why girls are into him, but he is extremely nerdy. Um, he is owned by Jamie and I. And if you're interested in playing Chris, please email me and I will send you some of his lines and just simply make a video or send me a recording of you doing some of his lines, and we'll put it in a file and we will let you know whether or not you get the character. And we'll be doing the same thing for every other character that's auditioned for. Alright, so there's Cliff. Next we have kind of an arm and leg alike. His name is Don Woolridge, and he's our crybaby. He's easily unnerved, easily afraid of everything, and he cries a lot. But he's really a sweet guy and really adorable. So if you're interested in playing Don, which we will need a Don, no matter who doesn't want to play him, we're going to get a Don. Alright, so let me know about that. Next up is our male host. We will not be using Chris and Chef. Instead, we'll be having two twins who are kind of battling it out for fame and who's better. Our first twin, who's going to head one team, is going to be Kevin Lee Leon. And he's kind of has that vain side of Chris, but I'd say he's really close in personality to Alejandro. He's very vain and charismatic, and he really only cares about his appearance and his hair and how he looks. But at the same time, he always wants to be better than his sister. He's the older twin. He is very snotty. He doesn't like doing things for others. He likes to see people fend for themselves and kind of suffer, which is usually how he tries to cheer up his sister. So if you're interested in playing Kevin, let me know. Next, and the next two characters are very important. This is Alexandra Bilan, and she is from Russia. So if you're going to audition for Alexandra, it's important that you are capable of doing a rather authentic Russian accent. She is known as the complainer, and she basically thinks that she's not comfortable with living in America and the Western way of life and our lifestyle. So she's like, none of her family is like that, but she is like pro-Russia all the way. So very important that we get a kind of like sassy, kind of like Russian like character for her. But other than that, the Russian accent is very important on this one. Kind of similar in that is we definitely need a French accent for this character. She is actually from France. Her name is Bijou Labelle. And she's kind of that shy character, very docile, kind of motherly. She never really argues with anybody. She's kind of easily bullied, but she's really sweet and generous. So let me know if you're interested in playing either one of those. But remember, it's very important to have an accent for both of them. We need a Russian and we need a French. Next is our female host, who will be heading one of the teams, and her name is Carrie Jean Leon. She kind of has Chris's more competitive, devious, cruel, sadistic side. She looks sweet, but she's not. She's very kind of vain, but not as much as her brother. But she's very evil and cruel, and I mean, sometimes she shows concern, but only if it's like something that could get her screwed over. But mainly she's concerned, like her brother, for herself. Next we have Jackie, and Jackie is kind of like a tomboy. She's the prankster of the show. Um, she is she's kind of outgoing, but she at the same time she can be kind of devious. She does not give good advice. She's just that character that's there, and she kind of messes with everybody's heads. And nobody is really too keen on Jackie, but Jackie doesn't care. Jackie does whatever she wants. So that's Jackie. Next we have Lightning, or rather Lydia Bailey, but she likes to go as Lightning Bolt because she's not a big fan of her name. Um, Lightning is our sporty chick. She's a sports fanatic. She has yet to lose any kind of sport, but her favorite is obviously tennis. She's very competitive and kind of she doesn't really like to be too keen on relationships. She's very competitive and likes to do things on her own, but at the same time, she could be rather outgoing and much nicer than you would expect her to be. Do not be fooled by her appearance. She can actually be very sweet. Next, we have Rosalie, who has already become quite the popular character. Rosalie is kind of like, she's very preppy. She loves pink. She's very proper. She as well does speak French. She is very sweet, but very also lifelike and competitive, very intelligent, and she does not like to be taken lightly. And she is kind of a neat freak. But Rosalie is just, I can tell you now, the script, she's going to be a very fun character to play. Alright, next we have a boy, Randy. Randy Craney, he's our wilderness expert. He's he kind of views like nature and even human beings kind of as another specimen that needs to be washed and looked after and investigated, and he wants to gain insight on that, and he's very adventurous and loves the outdoors. He's very kind of he loves to the explore thing, but in a way, it kind of gets a little creepy sometimes. But I think he'd be very fun to play if you want to play kind of like a strange guy character. Next, of course, every total drama has to have its a-holes. I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of a jerk. Pepper is our tough guy. He has no feelings whatsoever. But Pepper is kind of competitive. He's kind of like, he doesn't care. If he wants something, he's gonna get it, and he doesn't care who he has to go to get to that point. Boy or girl does not matter. Pepper wants it, Pepper gets it. He's well, no, he's a jerk. I was gonna say he's nice, but no, he's a jerk. He just does not care about other people's emotions at all. Next, we have Hayden, who is pretty much the exact opposite of Pepper. Hayden is very sweet, and yes, obviously he is in a wheelchair. We get that, but Hayden, he is our optimist. He does not feel like he needs to be restricted because of his disability, and he's very optimistic in life. You can't really get him down. He's very lovable, very caring, always trying to make everybody feel welcome. Hayden is just a very good guy. You just can't be his enemy. He's amazing. He's always happy, always trying to encourage everybody else. So that's Hayden, also owned by Jamie. Alright, next we have our artist, Glenn. Glenn is, obviously he's an artist, but he's very sweet and can be kind of sensitive, especially about his art. He's very outgoing. He is overall caring and passionate about what he does. And he kind of grew up in a place where, everybody was doing sports or something of that type. But he's always just been dedicated to his art and he's very kind of like he is willing to try different things and new things and experiment and express himself. And that's Glenn. Next we have Nate. And I think the best way to summarize Nate is he's a sweet, kind, very generous guy. Okay, I'm lying. Mal is definitely who he resembles. He is a nice guy on the outside, but devious and cruel and heartless on the inside. He nobody can really figure this guy out. He's such a nice guy, but could he have caused this? Is that why those two broke up? Is that what happened? Why? We don't know, but it's Nate. You never know. Alright, our next character, who is also French, but I would prefer not for her to have a French accent. I'd rather her have a more, maybe a more American tone, I guess some would consider it. Not like Valley Girl, but I mean, I would like her to just be kind of normal. She's kind of the more toned down normal character. I'd say you could best relate her probably to Zoe. She's very normal, very outgoing, very enthusiastic, willing to help others. She is, one thing I will mention is, Violet is, very, uppity about things. Like, if someone wants to volunteer or something, she'd be like, oh, I'll do it, I'll help, and everything. So she's really, like I said, enthusiastic about, what she does, and she's always willing to help others. Next, we have Yaritza, who is not. Yaritza is very sweet and kind, but she views the world in a very different way than most teenagers do. She kind of sees the world as it is, and it's like not everything is happy and dandy like everybody thinks it is. She's not a very positive character because she thinks that there is nothing to be really positive about in the world. She's just used to everybody kind of getting her down, and she'd rather not get her hopes up. However, she's very sweet and enthusiastic about what she does like, such as her hobbies or her pets and stuff. And she's just overall a nice character. It's just she doesn't show it very much. And I do believe that is almost all our characters except for this last one, I do believe. I'm not sure if I got to this one. But Aaron is our party boy. He is, yes, he has a lot of bracelets, 2 silver ones to show when he's actually been in love. He's kind of flirtatious, kind of a Casanova, but he's not exactly like all over every girl. Or guy. He is very enthusiastic, very carefree, kind of like Jeff, but not exactly. But I do believe that's the last of the characters. There is one more character, however, and if I can find her name is Isley, and she is kind of our anime nerd, or she's kind of that pretty girl nobody really expects to be nerdy, but she's definitely nerdy. With her Attack on Titan t-shirt, her Dragon Ball Z style boots. She's very loving in the whole anime and Japanese culture and everything. However, I will be playing Aisling because she is my character. But I did want you guys to see her and be introduced to all the characters. So these are the characters that are available. Every character is available but Aisling. So feel free to just send in a video, send in a recording. My email address is suki-chan@gmail.com. Or you can send me a message on Tumblr or on YouTube. I will be making a YouTube page for the Total Drama era, but just so you guys have it. Okay, so if you're gonna email me, then right over here, this is my email. It's KIREITSUKICHAN and I need to know what characters you're interested in playing. You can audition for more than one character, but most likely you won't be playing both unless we don't have enough people audition. I need to know how you'll record and what program you're going to be using to record. And I also need to know the amount of time you're going to take to get your recording audition in, because I don't want to wait like 2-3 months to get it in. I'm probably going to do maybe just this month and maybe a little bit of next. because I really want to get this started, and I know a lot of people are really excited about getting it started. Um, and other than that, just make sure if you get a character such as Dawn who cries a lot, you got to be willing to do all the crying, all the screaming, all the whimpering, everything. Don't be a voice actor if you don't want to do every single sound the characters make, okay? Um, so I will send you a piece of the script if you want to audition, or you can message me on Tumblr after finding the video. I'm going to be posting it on YouTube and Tumblr. So if you're interested, let me know. All right? Bye, guys. Bye.